Hi. Oh, excuse me. I made some mistakes yesterday. Excuse me. My Bible is off to one side. Um, I made some mistakes yesterday. I'm going to um, read the same passage I read yesterday, but I'm going to emphasize what made me feel so good, um, because um, people don't seem to understand that the God of the Old Testament loves us just as much as the God of the New Testament. So Isaiah writes, "Sanctify the Lord himself, and he will be your fear. So if you trust in him, he shall be as a sanctuary for you, and you shall not come against him as a stumbling stone, nor a rock of disaster. But the house of Jacob lies in wait with a snare, and those in Jerusalem with a trap. Therefore among them shall be powerless and fall and be broken, and men who are in safety shall draw near and be conquered. Then they who steal the they who seal the law so as not to learn it themselves shall be evident. But one will say, I shall wait for God, who turned his face away from the house of Jacob, and I will trust in him. Behold, the children God gave me. This will be for a sign and wonders in the house of Israel from the Lord of hosts, who dwell in Mount Zion. So if they should say to you, seek those who call from the earth, and the ventriloquists who speak from the belly, should not a nation seek their God? Why do they seek the dead on the behalf of the living? He gave the law to help them so as not to speak such a word as this, concerning which there are no gifts up to offer with it. Thus a harsh famine will come upon you, and it shall be, when you are hungry, you will be grieved, and speak badly of your rulers and idols. Then they shall look up to the heavens and on the earth below, and behold tribulation, distress, and darkness. There will be despair and darkness, so dark one cannot see. And the one who is in despair shall be perplexed, but only for a time. Do this, and do it quickly, O country of Zebulun, land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, and the rest dwelling along the second parts of Judea, and the land of Jordan in Galilee, of Gentiles, a people who walk in darkness, behold a great light. And you who dwell in the country of the shadow of death, upon you a light will shine. The multitude of the people whom you brought down in your joy, they shall rejoice in the presence as those who rejoice in harvest, as men who divide when rejoice when they divide the spoils. For the joke of lying upon the rod upon the neck is taken away. The Lord broke the rod of the executors in the day of Midian. For every robe and garment gathered by deceit, they shall repay with money, and they shall be willing to do this, even though they were burned with fire. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders. His name will be called the angel of great counsel. For I shall bring peace upon the rulers, peace upon the help of him. I want to acknowledge my good friend Paul Smitherman. Thank you so much for watching this. Maybe some other people will watch this as well. I need some practice speaking. I do dedicate all my videos to Jordan Peterson. I hope he will come to Maine soon. We need his voice here in Maine. The part of this passage that sounds best for me, you recognize. Sometimes it's read at Christmas time. It just emphasizes the fact that we have a Savior, and the New Testament isn't just about condemning people. It's about how God saves us. And verse 5 through 7 it says, For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders. His name will be called Angel of Great Counsel, for I shall bring peace upon the rulers, peace and health by him. Great shall be his governments, of his peace there is no end. His peace shall be upon the throne of David, and over his kingdom, to order and establish it with righteousness and judgment from that time forward unto the ages of ages. The zeal of the Lord of hosts shall perform this. I went past where I meant to go. I came up with a looking around. I can't help reading literally everything that I see. So my eyes glanced over my baking soda box, and the words purity and value jumped out at me. So if someday I have a regular program, I'm going to call it British Purity and Value Hour. I hope somebody besides my one dear friend from the Bangor area sees this video. As short as this is, I'm going to go for now. I will record again. Have a good day.